Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is a perfect day for the Jimmy Palumbo Show.
I'll be marching along in the big parade on St. Patrick's Day. I'll be up to me neck in shamrock.
Yes, a St. Patty's Day here at Shea.
I'm confused.
Plus
I'm confused.
17 Yes.
Jimmy Palumbo.
And who is half Irish? Eileen
I was going to say
Jones.
ends in a vowel. Oh, so you're not even my
Eileen
paisan.
Jones,
All right, never mind.
the sainted mother who's still around with us, busting my chops on a daily basis. I am very much half Irish. When I was younger, I sound like I'm on The Sopranos, but I look like an Irish cop who dies in the first episode of Sopranos. I just stole that joke from Mike Marino. Good credit there. But yes, I am half Irish, very much so. As a matter of fact, all these people that go out and party all night, the whole trick of St. Patty's Day is to sneak out early and grab a beer like when you're at the office at like 10:30 or 11. Not like go to these clubs and they take these pubs, they have these outdoor things and people are jumping around and kids are throwing up, drinking green Jello shots and whatnot. Not that there's anything wrong with it here in Shea, but happy St. Patty's Day to my mother, and I think about my grandfather on this fine day, Grandpa Frank, and all my family members and everybody. And also shout out to my dear departed friend, Eddie Driscoll, who he just was fun. I was always out in L.A. for St. Patty's Day for a year. And also a shout out to my father-in-law, Pop, who passed away. He was born on St. Patty's Day. I used to laugh. St. Patty's Day was spent at 4:00 in an Italian restaurant with no one in there, but we always ate very well. So St. Patty's. Well, this is show number 260.
St. Patrick was Italian, by the way, in case anybody was wondering.
Yes, but he was a very influential.
I'm just saying that's what I'm talking about.
You see, yeah, and your stepmother, everybody's Italian on you.
No, I got about 25% Irish in me.
There you go, 25-footer, good, and we are tied.
That's my mother's fault. She's a mutt.
All right. Well, so there you
go. My
well,
father's the 100% Italiano.
There you go. Well, so is my dad. Literally, his family comes from like one village. Area is Campobasso. It's wine country, but the town is Montaigne. I might be blowing the pronunciation of that, but like literally, like my mother said last time she was there, it was like Palumbos were coming out of the woodwork. But and then obviously, Sicily, Palumbos is popular as Patel, I was told, and Smith.
Oh yeah.
So, but
apparently, my wife went over to Italy for work, and when they were getting like her ID and her like bills and referring to her, she's like, "My name is Stephanie Sturchio." She's like, "No, it's Sturchio out here, like with a k, right?" And I guess that's how they say it out there. So, but and then obviously, 2009, we installed some Jewish in our family with my bonus mom. So, which is the funniest conversation to have, by the way. She was brand new to the family way back in the day, and we had a family dinner or whatever, Sturchio family dinner, and we had my aunt, God rest her soul, JoJo. She's like, "I understand you're Jewish, but like, what are you?" And she's like, "I'm Jewish." And then she's like, "No, like Irish, Italian, like what are you?" I'm Jewish, and it took me years to understand that's like. That's a thing, Right. It's not like, they have like no other heritage. I don't fucking know.
There's Jewish people from Poland, from Czechoslovakia, right. But yes.
Sure.
But a little history day here. It's sociology and geographics.
You just learn something new every episode.
Yeah, we always expanding. But of course,
it's a partial Irish podcast.
This is show number 260, which means 60. Which, of course, is my age, aging LeBron of podcasts. We've done 260 of these, probably top 5 of the most proudest things I've ever done in showbiz, because we just somehow, and we always have some weeks, this week was one of them, we're like, you were tied up, I was tied up, but I'm like, I know in your mind, whenever we have an issue, like you're like, we got to do it though. It's like
we get it done. It's just a matter of when, how.
You got to do it.
We're gonna have one of those. There's gonna be some weekend that comes up, or some week that comes up. And you're like, all right, the only time I have is 1 a.m. Can you do it? And I'm like, yep. Here comes a late night Jimmy Palumbo after dark.
Yeah, even if we do a short, we can't not stop the streak. It's like a young Lou. Show number 260. Of course, that's my age. Also, it's 1960s, the year my parents got married. They would have been, if my dad was around, they would have been married 66 years. I know they got married on February 20th of that year, but still March. No, show number 60. You got to bring that up. 1960.
Is that right?
Also,
I wonder.
Is this are we doing a 5th year anniversary? We don't know.
I should have probably did some research. I mean, but it sounds accurate, I guess. I mean, we started. The studio was launched. The studio was launched in February, and it was a month later. Yeah, maybe. I guess I don't know what the date was of the public. Tyson. Oh, Sunday. All right, Sunday was the 5-year anniversary of the Jimmy Palumbo Show.
Okay,
3/15/21.
So this is technically yes.
All right.
So we did that
5 years,
and we didn't bring it. First of all, those of you scoring at home, if you go on Captivate, look it up. There's a way to find the first one.
No, it's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. All the original OG ones are on the same shit.
I did it with. There was a young fella in the room who I thought was Chris Gucci, and he was a young rookie out of Texas A&M. Dave Sturcio. I didn't know you were first of all, you were quiet, which is incredible to me. And I did a podcast by myself, knowing I brought in notes, and I was like, there was no back and forth really. And I realized, well, I got to talk for an hour. So all I did was talk about different bookings I've had over the years, which we're going to start doing that soon enough. But you were like checking wires, but you were always nervous. Didn't realize.
Well, I mean, because at first it's
you're meeting the guy from Beer League.
Yeah, so at first, yeah, of course, like you're like, oh man, don't fuck this up, Dave. Like this is like your first podcast you're producing, and like it's like, hey, Mr. Palumbo. Like I had no idea, and then 5 years later, like can't get rid of you. So it's like,
well listen. First of all, I know you now. You were probably all week. Hey, Chop Sports is doing really well. I got Jimmy Palumbo coming in. You were treated like I was like,
hell yeah,
De Niro
rolled out the red carpet.
But the thing is, of course, those of you scoring at home, all those many podcasts from day one, the only one, and still champion of the world, judge from Mexico City, 117, 112, Jimmy Palumbo. I can't believe I'm the only one left. That's crazy to me.
I mean, listen, other guys are still podcasting, but it's just like, they've gone on to bigger things or better things.
I don't know about better things, not necessarily.
Let's see.
There was one good one. You had one good one was in there. I forget the name of it.
Well, James Rube was doing a basketball podcast, and then he won like $50,000 on DraftKings and left us high and dry. And then there was a Mets podcast.
Is the Met one doing John?
The Mets one's with John Saponaro. It's still going.
It's still going. Is he doing good? Is he doing well with it?
I only talked to Ibanez because John's a fucking weirdo, but it's just
John's a good guy.
John is a good guy, but he has his quirks. But no, they're still going because they're actually very popular now. So so
well, the Mets got popular with
it's called Till Mets Do Us Part.
I guess they don't. Do they must not do any podcasts in October or anything, right?
Look at you taking shots. Oh boy,
with a quick 3, and he's furious at the 6:15 mark. But anyway,
we got fucking pot to piss in.
And that means Brad Benson, number 60 on the football Giants, and of course Sean O'Hara.
Worst commercials of all time.
Oh my God. Sean O'Hara, who
are you?
Are you? Yep. Are you guy? And definitely a good Rutgers ambassador. And then you got Doug Van Horn. Now I'm laughing at this. Doug Van Horn. He's talking about being a bad. My brother doesn't know. He probably knows this. He's going to yell at me when he calls me up. He started 11 years for the Giants on the offensive line, but the years were 69 to 79. I think the Giants won 6 games between 69 and 79. You imagine being an offensive line getting pounded by like the Purple People leaders. The Cowboys were very good back then. The Eagles, I think even the Eagles were good back then too. But anyway, then there's another guy, which I love. I love this kind of thing. There was a guy, number 60, Joe Bob Isbell. Like it's on the reference side. It says Joe. Like if you're Joe Bob, you got to play football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, there's the famous Chuck Bednarik, the famous Eagle, who I still laugh at this. He was called the Hit. It was the original, like the Hit. He hit Frank Gifford over the middle. Gifford was out 18 months. Think about it. Think about that in today's. Imagine that happened today. You're like over the middle. Ooh. And like a year and a half later, he's still not playing.
Yeah, I mean, guys like Wayne Corbett made a career after that. I mean, he probably can't remember his own name at this point, but, it's cool.
But there was also some great names that wore number 60. Like I remember as a kid, Otis Sistrunk, defensive end on the Raiders, championship Raiders with Madden and everything. Thinking about that name. Like when you give birth to an Otis Sistrunk, you know he's like, well, he's got to play football. And another great name, Al Bubba Baker. I
Wow,
think number
that is
60
a good
may have
name.
the coolest names ever. And then of course, okay, here we go. See how smart you are, Dave, Mister Sports.
Mhm.
We're gonna get to your awful hat in a second. Now
Awful hat.
the
You got
okay,
some
ready?
fucking
Here we
nerve,
go.
dude.
Now, do you know who Mike Harkey is?
Mike Harkey.
Don't look it up.
Obviously, he didn't wear number 60, or did he?
Yes.
Okay, so he wore number 60.
And
Mike
you
Harkey.
see him all spring and summer long.
Spring and summer long. Mike Harkey
Mike,
is.
don't look it up. I see
No,
you
I'm looking
looking.
down. I'm looking. My hands are here. Like,
Okay, there you go. Oh, Tyson Hogan just Tyson, you suck.
oh, the black guy
He's
is
a
like,
black guy. First
I
of all,
love that guy. He's
okay,
like, he's
so
there
me
every
too.
year.
First of all, he looks like he looks like overweight. He also looks a little disinterested, and he's always looking back at
That's
the
just his
field.
look, man.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks like,
Mhm.
all right, yeah, my wife
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me to keep this job.
Phone rings again. Can you just
Yeah.
put it on silent at this
Yeah,
point?
right.
Like,
Yes, yeah, okay, Aaron. Yeah, I get him up.
yeah, I
Okay,
didn't mean
just-
it like in a general sense. I was like, I remember exactly. Like that's when you said bullpen, I know exactly who you were talking about.
I was
And
now,
yeah, he's
now
the black guy.
here's something funny. He was the bullpen coach from 08 to 2013, and then he's been there since 2016. And
He's
from
like
that,
he's a lifer. Yeah,
he's like a lifer. Matter of fact, I don't. He might be up for the longest, unless
I don't.
they had some guy in the 40s that was there for 100
I'm not
years.
sure if there's like a role for the bullpen coach other than to just answer the phone and just call a name.
You know what?
And say like he's ready.
I'm gonna do. For next week. I'm gonna make a note because I actually think, yes, it could be just a guy who just, all right, buddy, get up. 20 pitches, you're good. Or maybe like it could be a possibility where he's like, Aaron, he don't look right. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Right. I'm not sure if he has an
sometimes
opinion.
they have two guys up. Or maybe if a guy is banged up a little bit, maybe
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? He's throwing his breaking ball. It ain't breaking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you
Like,
got to remember, it's more than game time. Bullpen coaches.
yeah. No, I know. I'm just.
But I think he looks like a guy like, yeah, all right, I got you. I got you.
He answers the phone like he answers the phone like that. Yeah, well.
Yeah, he looks a little overweight. He just looks like he's like, his wife's like, honey, keep the job. It's like $200,000 a year. We need the money.
It's put all of his kids through college and shit.
Right, but I did find out he also pitched for 8 years in the major leagues.
Well, then he has knowledge of the game. That's good.
And also the best Yankee name of all time. Your attention, please. Welcome to Yankee Stadium, Hippolito Pena. That's my favorite one of all time. So he was number 60. So that's it. Number 60. Fine day. 260 shows here. And of course, when we talk about the baseball card segment, this guy is a household name. I'm going to see if you remember one
The eliminator looks like shit. That's a major league reference. Good job, Tyson.
There you go. Tyson would have based it, even though you ruined the
Called the
bullpen
out of
coach.
stater.
And right here, of course, we have your friend and mine, Doug Brocail. Do you know who this is?
No, nothing. Not a shot.
You're gonna remember one thing, I think, from him. 15 years in the league, 92 to 2009. He was 52. He was a reliever. This is how you know you're a middle relief, right? If you're a middle reliever and your record is 52 and 48, 4.0 ERA, and you only have 9 saves in 15 years.
So he's the Eli Manning of the bullpen.
He was never the closer, ever. So he played with the Padres, Houston, Detroit, Texas, back to the Padres, and back to Houston. His best year was 99, where he had an ERA of 2.5, 70 games with the Tigers. He was involved with a big trade. He was involved with 3 trades he was in, had like 11 players. I knew the names, but I don't feel like writing them all down. He was traded 3 times. That's how you know. Journeyman, middle reliever. Now these guys make like $6 million a year. He had this, but talk about a guy. First of all, he retired at age 42. But listen, he had 2 Tommy John surgeries, okay? He broke Miguel Tejada's wrist on a fastball.
Oh, shit. I remember that.
Okay.
They hit him right on the ball. Oh, wow. I do remember that.
A couple of years before he retired, he was like, I'm a little tight in the chest. He went to the doctor, blockage in his lung, had an angioplasty, got 3 stents put in. Okay.
He pitched after that?
And he still pitched after
Oh,
that.
shit.
Now I started to love this guy even more.
Warrior.
But he's also, he's the Orioles pitching coach right now. But he's also famous for, do you remember a guy named Frank Francisco? Pitched for the Mets? Okay. There was a game, and they were in the bullpen, and fans were heckling Doug Brocail. And
back when you could heckle.
And so he started to bark. Doug started to bark back at him, blah, blah, blah. And a rookie, Frank Francisco, just got so mad. He grabbed a folding chair while they were barking and threw it. I'm almost positive I saw this on ESPN, or maybe I'm just imagining it. He threw the folding chair and it clocked the woman, broke her nose, split open her face, right? And you would think if that happened now, you don't pitch anymore, right? But
you go to jail.
Francisco pitched like 8 years. He had to just claim, I'm sorry.
Things were so much better back in the day.
They settled up. Could you imagine like barking at a fan? I'm thinking this guy Brocail was probably just like the normal barking. And all of a sudden the rookie's like, you don't talk to my veteran players. Like, it's just like, I mean, you wrestled and you didn't like getting hit when the guy was holding on to the chair. But you imagine,
right?
Like,
can you imagine being the guy barking at him? You're like, you stink. You stink. Hey, get a load of this guy, right? Chair comes flying. He ducks, but the wife eats it. Like,
So I thought that was hysterical. Made me laugh. But anyway, he's still a pitching coach. But like, listen, here, okay. In the Jimmy Palumbo book of rules,
he should be the chairman.
If you get an angioplasty and then you pitch again, you know what? You're in Jimmy Palumbo. We have to come up with not Jimmy Palumbo Hall of Fame. We have to come up with let's create something this week where it's things that the Jimmy Palumbo Star of Excellence or something like that. Where
you should just have your own Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Jimmy Palumbo Hall of Fame. And I would give it to Doug Brocail for getting 3 stents put in and going, oh, by the way, in the game with the chair, he pitched the third of an inning, got out of the inning. So like, this guy is my guy. So Doug Brocail will be the first Jimmy Palumbo Hall of Fame.
Of all things, 5 years later of the podcast, we introduced the Hall of Fame, and the first inductee is Doug Brocail.
You know what, though? We'll also put Mike Harkey in because
Mike Harkey, Doug Brocail, and then who's the
and Otis Sistrunk. And maybe Al Bubba Baker gets in.
And we got all of them, so they're all in, and so is what the fuck? Who was the guy that we pulled the same card on the same day?
Oh my God, we always forget the guy's name.
Oh shit!
Oh, why'd you do this to me? I'm gonna lose my mind now.
Buddy Lang? No.
Come on, Tyson.
Somebody's got a. We pulled the same card.
The Hall of Atrociousness. I like that.
Wow, that is good.
What's the guy's name? We pulled the card.
Carney
Lansford. There you go.
You want to talk about it, bro?
Listen, you know what? I'm putting Tyson Hogan in the Hall of Atrociousness.
Tyson Hogan. He's got the fan wing starts with Tyson, and then it goes based on Patreon donations.
And speaking of the Tysons and the Hogans, Patreon, we're at 58 strong.
Solid segue.
I want to give a shout out always to the Tysons and the Hogans, but also the Clark family as well. A little shout out to Johnny Box, Will Pena, and Steve Venditti driving off the road. He definitely drove off the road with Otis Sistrunk. But the reason why Venditti's on this week, they have a new thing in the Oscars for casting. And there's a casting director named Jennifer Venditti. And years ago, when I used to get the breakdowns myself, I would always see the name Jennifer Venditti. I would text Venditti, like, Venditti, is that your sister or a cousin or something? Can you get me in? No relation at all. But to me, it's got to be a relation there. I'm going to have Venditti spit in the cup 23andMe and see if they're related. But Jennifer Venditti's like she casted, I think, the one that might have even won it. But anyway, so Venditti, Johnny Box, and Will Pena. There he is. Yes, he's hearing his name while he's working on cars. God bless you, Will. So, of course, like everything else, Chasing Miracles Day here at Shea. Don't forget to go to chasingmiracles.com. Talk to Tommy and Donna. Shit your body needs here. They got everything. They're miracle stem cell patches that help you with stamina, energy, muscle strengthening, detox, weight loss, you name it, it does it. No needles, non-invasive. I'm wearing 2 of them right now. I still wear them. And I'm at, I actually gained a pound this week here at Shea.
Fat fuck.
So it's about 28, 29
pounds. Fat ass.
28 or 29 pounds here from the Army, but go to chasingmiracles.com. jimmy.com and check out all your health needs. There's a bunch of stuff on there that I think my fan base will actually enjoy, especially some of the I can't throw anybody under the bus.
Speaking of Daryl Clark, he DM'd me the other day and he just randomly started showing off some Cowboys autographs, right? And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, my address. You've sent me cakes. You now can send those things up my way. The studio needs some new decor. So yes, I'll gladly accept if you're trying to get rid of it.
Get them set up at the
Stellar 19 Studios.
Stella Miles Studios. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
I get confused. What's production? What's the studios? I have to get
all good.
You know what? One of these, maybe next week, we got to do a show from down there. We'll have some fun with that.
Waiting for it.
Been a long time. I'm going to go see what you got going on down there.
I think the last one you did there was like Artie, I think. I don't even know. It's been a while.
We'll get. There's always a possibility of having Artie on the show. You never know. I got a little bit of a sad note. Since the show last week, someone you might know if he's a Woodbridge guy, a mentor of mine passed away. Ken Kuchek. He was a principal, vice principal at Colonia, and principal at Colonia High. He was a principal at Woodbridge High. He became superintendent of Woodbridge. Just a great guy. He was in the short game day that led to beer league. He's the umpire who screams out play ball. He flew down on his own dime. I was at the funeral yesterday morning. I got to see some old teachers, Elaine Sankowitz, Mr. Dorsey.
Mr. Dorsey.
Mr. Warren. You remember Mr. Warren? He was
Sure do.
Yeah. Warren, great guy. I haven't seen
Mr. Warren
when he was at
is one of those guys that you're just like, man, what a fucking awesome dude.
He looks good. I met him.
But Dorsey, that's scary because Dorsey was old as shit when I was in middle school. I don't know if this is the same
pretty old. He looks good, Mr. Dorsey. Well, he was my high school teacher when I was in from 79 to 83. I had him 3 times.
It might be his son.
He owned a big. The family owned a big bakery in.
The Orse's Bakery is his.
Yeah, it used to be. I think they sold it. Maybe in the family.
Kept the name because I think the name is still there.
Yeah, I think they're still open. He was my history teacher, but Kenny Kuchek was a great guy. His son Christian, his wife Donna. After he passed, I was able to sit with her at her house for a little bit last week. He was the kind of guy, someone who you would have loved him. Very inspiring. He supported my career from day one. Artie and I were doing bad improv shows in the city, and he came to a few of them, and he's one of those guys. Whenever you called him up, he would be like a positive, hey man, you got this, you're good, that kind of thing. And he just was a great guy. And I call him a mentor. He became a good friend of mine. His last text was after I did the show Elsbeth. He would always leave a text like breaking down the scene and making me seem like I was the star of the scene, even if it was only 3 lines or something like that.
Shit. So basically I resume the role of him now because all I do is every time you say something, I'm like, that's fucking cool.
So, I know. I try.
I'm the hype man over here.
The hype man, social media. He was the verbal social media guy from the 70s and 80s.
That's cool.
He passed away of a heart attack. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't say how they died, but I don't know. It was sad, he's so full of life. You just can't believe someone like that's gone. Of course, his son Christian went to Ohio State, but the grandson, Christian's son, went to Penn State and now is over at Texas A&M. And for the first time, I met the grandson who Kenny just raved about. And his name is Kenny, named after Kenny Jr., which was cool. Family's great. Met some old teachers. He was just a great guy, and he was very positive with my friend Mike Rowan. We were doing game day. He really just believed. He also was a kind of a teacher and principal where, you got your college-bound kids that don't give you any trouble. And he was the Gestapo at the height. He was the one who dished out the punishment. But he also had like a really fondness for the blue-collar kid, the kid under the radar, the kid who wasn't going to college. And I got some texts and a bunch of things on Facebook. He wasn't just your college bound rah-rah guy. He helped out, but he's responsible for one major thing in my life, big time. And our podcast this fall will be the end result of that. I got into 3 schools: Trenton State, Montclair, and Rutgers. And when I told him that, he was no hesitation. He was like, "Oh, dude, you got to go to Rutgers." And you got to remember, I didn't. My brother went to Rutgers Newark. My sister went to Montclair. My cousin went to Montclair, and my cousin Joey went to Trenton State. So I went to the 3 state schools that I applied to. My mother said you can only go to a state school. Back then, the prices were, think better than they are now. And as soon as I said Rutgers, he was like, "No, you don't understand." Like he literally, like he wouldn't, like he was like, "No, you're going." Like it was like done deal. You're going to Rutgers. That's it. And so that was exciting about that. And then of course he was always a big Rutgers fan as well. And so I'm going to miss you, Kenny. And he was also a huge Dylan fan. So yesterday last couple of days having a heavy Dylan rotation on my iTunes. And you forget that Dylan's got so many. I know people think, oh, he can't sing and all that. But he's got some great songs. It's not even funny. And so that's that. So R.I.P. Ken Kuchek, we're going to miss you. And he was a fan of the show as well. Another big thing happened yesterday. My booking, it got switched. It was supposed to be today. And it got switched to yesterday because the weather, they shot indoors. And they shot it literally 5 minutes from my house, right at Ramapo College. I had a great day at Shea. I can't reveal. I guess I can reveal the name of the show. It's going to be it's going to be called Cupertino, and it's going to be on CBS. I'm told. I don't know. It means Paramount. Nowadays when they shoot stuff, I don't know what. I think it's.
It'll probably be on the network television, but you can also stream it on which one they're affiliated with.
It's the guy, the producer, is the guy who's done Good Wife and a few of those other shows.
What's the premise of the show?
I don't want to get involved in that because it's not.
Oh,
I don't want to reveal. It's
Has there been any hype for it yet? Or
I think that I just saw it released. Who's in it? But there's no big star. But sometimes I sound like a jerk now. Like you think there's nobody in it, then you realize, Jimmy, that's the girl from a major show that I don't watch. You sound like a jerk. I had a great time though. The crew was great. Sometimes. Maybe I could talk about this. First of all, when I went to the fitting in Kearney, New Jersey, in an area of Kearney where that's where the mob, if you and I were going to bury somebody illegally, I was like, let's just go to Kearney. It was around underneath the Pulaski Skyway, and there's all kinds of car auto part places and dirt, and it's off the water. It's like, where is this? And they got these little studios there where they shoot stuff. And I went to go to the wardrobe guy, and name is Dan Lawson, and he fitted me 4 times. He's like, Jimmy Palumbo, and he had a lot of fun putting stuff. He's just a great guy. When you do a wardrobe person that's truly excited, let's try this shirt, let's try that. No, that don't look. I hate that color on you. It's so great to work with, because usually me, I'm I walk in, I play a blue collar. When women have a whole nother thing they got to do, but guys, it's like. Hi, Jimmy, you're a construction worker, you're a pizzeria. Okay. Here's the shirt, wear it. I'll see you at the set, But he was really into fitting me, which is cool. And that made, it just makes you feel comfortable, even though you're not on the set. And yesterday, all the PAs were just great. And I ended up being the only actor. They shot early in the morning, but I wasn't there for that.
Is it created by Michelle King and Robert King?
Yes, Robert King was the directed the episode too.
So a scrappy lawyer takes on a powerful tech giant in a high-stakes legal battle, navigating cutthroat world of Silicon Valley while fighting for justice and a little guy's rights. Coming this fall.
Okay, well,
I'm on IMDb, so it's not it's not breaking news. I'm just
all right. Well, Dave.
There's a couple people on here that look familiar. I just don't know who they are.
I believe one of them's Ben Stiller's daughter.
Oh yeah, Ella Stiller.
Right. I don't
there
know.
You go.
And she might, I don't want to reveal anything else. So, so Palumbo and the Stiller family may be exchanging trees here.
Nice. Hey, you know what? Hey, listen, you want to talk about a good guy to know? He's courtside the Knicks all the time. So,
there you go, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's get
You know what I'm going to do now? You know what I'll do? I'll say, Dave, Ben Stiller called me up. I'm sitting courtside, and
I will. The friendship will be over, and so will the podcast. If you go
courtside, you know what I'll do? I'll say,
that's literally one of my life goal dreams.
Here's what I'll do. This is the kind of guy I am. I'll say, hey Ben, listen, thanks so much for the tickets, but is there any way you could sit this one? I know they're playing the Lakers, but can you sit this one out? Because the guy named Dave Sturcho over at Stellar Mike Studios was sitting with me. Could you imagine by the way,
I got this Make-A-Wish kid. He's a really good guy.
If you and I ever sat courtside, how quickly would the cameras turn off of us going down all the stars?
Yeah, like the line producer would be like, "Listen, we can't. Just don't go next to the bench anymore. Let's just."
I would walk around all day saying, "No, I'm here with the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays." I would totally sell you as that. But anyway, I had a good time. I was able to. I just got real comfortable, and everybody was so sweet. The makeup lady was a doll, listen. It could possibly recur. It's of all the shows I've done. I make a joke. Possible recurring in Latin means never to be seen again. Of all the pilots I've done and shows, this one really looks like if it's a hit and it goes well, like I could really bat eighth and get pinch hit. I'm like a young Rusty Staub on this show, which would be good for me. I had a good. The best thing I did yesterday, and all of them landed. And someday I'll tell you one that I said I probably shouldn't, but you know what? When you have a line and you wait a beat so they can cut, you can add a line.
Oh, the improv.
Yeah. And I was raining threes with my one line. The crew was cracking up, but I decided to go one that was a little inappropriate, but I can't talk about it now. I'll talk about it when the show's on the air, but I had a good time. And the guy, Robert King, was really cool. He's booked me a few times. He shook my hand at the end. He seemed really happy what I did. So, look, I don't know. I got other auditions, and we got to see. Now, here's something very funny. Now, and this is for the Tysons and the Hogans and my real fans here. So, we all know that I had the story of the Stuttering John and Cumia. That's what you said last week. Anthony Cumia. And the Rodney Dangerfield comic falling down the stairs, right?
How's he doing? Anybody check on him?
Okay, everybody's okay. Just talked to him this morning. And why did I talk to him this morning?
Because you booked him for a
show. No. The opposite. I have an audition. Check this out. I have an audition for a short film about a comic who looks and sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. And the character's name is Alan. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy. The guy's name is Alan who fell down the stairs. I call him up. I go, Alan, are you doing a short film? He goes, yeah, some guy wrote it for me. We're going to shoot it in April. I'm like, I'm reading for it. He goes like, oh, he had nothing to do with it. How crazy is that?
That is crazy.
So I have an audition, a self-tape this week. I could be working with Rodney fall down the stairs, Dangerfield. And he's a really nice guy. It might be a funny script. Who knows? It's a short film. It might get a few laughs. But yeah, it was just awesome. It was funny too. There was a background guy, an extra. So he comes up to me.
We're not called extras anymore.
well, background, whatever. And he comes up to me. He says to me as we're walking off during a break, and he said to me, he was like, "Hey man, like, wow, you got like a line and everything." I said, "Oh no." I said, "No, but listen, who am I?" I said, "Yeah, I've been doing it a while." He's like, "Well, but like." He's like, well, I'm trying to do this. And he was probably 35, maybe. He wasn't a young kid. And I'm like, yeah, man, just got to keep plugging away. I was just walking back to my spot, but I didn't want to be, who am I? He's one audition away from doing what I do. So I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Then he was like, and so I thought he was like trying to like pick my brain, right? He's like, yeah, I said, well, make sure you do actors access, make sure your headshots are right, try to take a class, blah, blah, blah. And I was being kind, whatever. And then he's like, no, but you don't understand, man. He's like, you just like dominated in there. And like, he gave me this huge compliment. I was like, he was like, no, you were you ever get a compliment? You're not expecting it. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. Then I'm like, I love the guy. I'm ready
to the gym a lot.
I'm ready. There you go. I'm ready to cast him in beer league.
You know what? I have to say this story on the air, but go ahead.
So anyway, it was just weird to get a compliment from a background guy who seemed like a nice guy. So anyway, it was a good shoot. One of the fun shoots. I wasn't even there that long, 5 or 6 hours, which is great. So hopefully Cupertino goes well, and you guys can see me in the fall.
All right.
So what were you going to say?
Oh, well, because I mentioned the gym. Jimmy, something catastrophic happened to me yesterday, and I came home and I was like, I don't know if I can go back to this gym ever again. 2 very attractive females were lifting. I see them all the time. We always kind of, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? We see each other all the time. And no big deal. No.
Are they big and strong right-handers from Texas?
They are deep speed LSU wide receivers.
Okay.
Well, one's probably like a tight end. The other one's a receiver. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I'll take the tight end. I'll take the tight end because
So,
they ramble out of bounds.
So, all right. So this is, I wish I was lying. So they're doing bench press by themselves, and I'm doing something completely different. And I'm like, they kind of signal, and I'm like, hey, can you spot us? I was like,
oh, tell me you dropped the bar on them.
no, worse, actually. I think it's worse. Remember, now, remind you, beer league that we shot, that scene that didn't happen.
Oh, when you got to put your balls in their face.
So that's what I was worried about most, because I have to spot her over the top of the bench, right?
Oh.
And again,
did you have a thong on?
No. It gets worse. So,
oh my God,
she's like, she's not used to lifting the weights, and I'm like, no, you got this. Let's go. Like I'll help you out. I'll lift you off. We'll go down, and you'll come up, and I'll help you if you need help. Blah blah blah. The normal spotting thing. I wasn't being a creep. I was just like, hey, I'll help you out. Fine. A bunch of people around, so it's not like it's intimate or anything. Just a bunch of people. So I'm leaning over, and I grab the bar, and I lift the bar up, and she's going down, right? And I'm like, all right, come on up. And she goes up. I'm like, all right, good, great. So how can I say this without? So I'm going down again. And when she comes back up, she's struggling. And I'm like, you got this. And as I said the word this, 2 beads of sweat came off my beard and landed in her open mouth.
Oh my God.
Her eyes were shut because she was like stressing. So
that is worse.
I just see this happen in real time, and I see her kind of react. She's like, and I'm like, she doesn't know it was me, right? She doesn't know it was me. I was like, you got this, and I put the bar on her right. Like, great, bro. When I was mortified. I texted my friends.
You should have left the gym.
I'm like, what do I saw it was like as if you had eyedroppers. Just bloop, bloop, like just but and I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do. I had to I went and I told my wife when I got home, I was like, you're never gonna believe what the fuck just happened. She's like, what happened? I was like, well, these 2 girls, and she's like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, no,
you know what?
You don't understand.
Maybe we got to put that in beer league. That's funny.
Dude, I was like, I didn't think it was possible because I said, wipe yourself. It was on my beard, Sam. So like, I'm like, you got this. And as I said, this, whoop, and I see, and she's doing this, like almost as if.
That's gross.
And in my mind, I'm like, she's gonna think it was her own sweat, right? And then I saw her today. We interacted, no big deal. So I was like,
so you got away with it.
We're good.
So she got a little of your sweat, a little of the
she has my DNA in or around her mouth. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, that is the most embarrassing thing that I think has ever happened to me.
I agree with that. That is
Will, better than drool. I don't know, man. I don't really know what's
what
worse.
That is. That's gross but funny.
It was
so Dave,
pretty
we may incorporate that into beer league.
Now it's funny. When it happened, I was like, I don't know if I can ever step foot in this place again. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is insane.
I wouldn't work.
No mention of it, no nothing. I was like, oh my God. Like, all right.
I have a big night on Monday. One of our guests, Jeff Cantor, has been on the show, an actor. He is a understudy in a huge Broadway play with John Lithgow. You've seen ads for it called
Lithgow.
Giant.
Nice.
It's called Giant, and it's he's the
salty.
He's all right. Here we go. So this
some people put drops of green in it to turn it green. Nah, I put sweat. You take my sweat.
Happy stellar studio day, you say. But John Lithgow plays a guy named Roald Dahl, who wrote James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
He used to write on the show Tales of the Unexpected. He wrote 2 James Bond films. And he also wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, one of my favorites from growing up. He was a huge British author, ran into some trouble at the end of his life there with some remarks that, Middle East anti-Semitic stuff that came off the wrong way. No one knows for sure if it was. But John Lithgow's playing him. And Jeff is bringing his girlfriend, but because Jeff's going to be busy doing stuff with the cast and all that, he said, Jimmy, can you come and be like my girlfriend's date for the night? So we're going out to the Broadway premiere, which I've never been. We're
Oh,
going
cool.
out to we're going to a restaurant before, a pretty high end falutin place, and then afterwards we're going to like the after party, which I'm looking forward to that. You know, I'll have the suit on. It's gonna be like big time here at Shea. So hopefully I'll get some pictures that we can share. I'll probably be all banged up on Tuesday, coming from the city, but
Nice.
I'll be here at
Thanks
Shea.
for a good telecast.
Yeah, it'll be a fine. I'll be hungover, but I'm like late at night. I'll be doing I have to do the prep before. I'll probably be getting in just now. I'll have to get home plenty of time, but I'm looking forward to that premiere of The Giant. That should be fun. Now I know a lot of people were watching the Oscars, and I have not been into this WBC game at all.
Actually, nobody is watching the Oscars. More people are watching the WBC, but go ahead.
Yeah, only a billion people worldwide watch the Oscars. Anyway, so I've not been into this, but for some reason I had it on my DVR. I taped the Oscars, so when they were commercials, I would fast forward over. I was doing miracle work with my remote. It's a kind of remote job. You have to be by yourself because you have to switch, go back. I watched just about every pitch in the World Series, WBC. I thought, you know what? That's in my top 10 games of all time that I watched. I thought the game was awesome because every inning the Dominican Republic got up, I was like, oh my God. Like they're gonna score 8 runs. They're gonna score 8 runs. And for some reason, what's his name? The pitcher on US Skeens, how do you say his name?
Mm-hmm. Paul Skeens, yeah.
Dude, he pitched a gem. And the other guy pitched well too. You had Judge throwing guys out on a bullet throw to third.
Don't you ever run on Judge again like that. He threw a fucking missile.
They didn't. It cost them the game. The guy should have been on third. I also thought of the 2 games I watched in this WBC Classic, I thought the home plate umpiring was brutal. And I got to admit,
let's talk.
I got to admit, that was a ball, bro. It came off his hand. It came off his hand, a ball, and then it dipped before. That was a ball. A good take by the guy. A good hitter takes that pitch because that's that.
Or
thing.
See, I beg to differ. A good hitter knows to protect and needs to fucking take a rip.
Dude, it was way low, bro.
Well, you went the way low. What
it was way.
Come on, man.
It was a ball. It was a ball.
It was a ball. I'll say yes to that. But way low? No.
Yeah,
come on.
Come
on. You know how many times I watched it? It's one of my most for whatever reason, Robert Griffin III, former quarterback of the Redskins, is just adamant shit stirrer. So he goes, hey, this is a safe space. Was that a ball? Right. And I replied, I was one of the first ones to reply on Twitter. So if you're one of the first ones to reply on Twitter, usually people see your response. So I was getting roasted. I just said, look, when you grow up, like the first top 2 things you learn as a kid is 1, keep your eye on the ball. 2, if it's 2 strikes, you got to protect and you got to swing. You know damn well, like if that was if it was a ball, it would have been horrific.
If this was a June game during the 80s and 90s, you would have heard John Sterling say, Susan, tomorrow Monday night, there's play low. But I tell you, besides that though, there were some other calls for both sides, by the way. I was like, or ones that were strikes were balls were strikes, and nobody, and the umpire, and there was one batter was it Schwarber? One of them, the umpire called him out, and he gave a look to the umpire. It was one of those looks. If it was a Tuesday night game, like in regular season,
you're out.
You're out. You would have got tossed. But instead, he was like, "Oh, this is on TV. It's a World Baseball Classic. I don't want to be known internationally. Some troop in Zimbabwe is going to be saying, who's this guy?"
I mean, counterpoint to all this shit. Like, everybody's ball strike. It's like, all right, score more than 1 run, assholes. Like,
pitch. Listen, and I thought when they took
all the DR, I'm just saying, like, fucking score some runs, and you got yourself a game.
When they took Skeens out of the game, I was like, oh, now they're going to lose 12. I thought
listen, my brother in arms showed up, Mr. Renegade himself, Mr. Yankee.
It was anyway. It was just a great game down to the last pitch, and I rarely say that,
baby. Tonight's the night. Let's go
tonight. But yeah,
Venezuela. My paisano got taken out.
I'll forget about it and fall asleep. I did watch the Oscars as well. You know what? I just didn't see enough of the movies. I saw a few of them. There was one called something with the word train, which was really cool movie. I really enjoyed that.
She did not retire. Will, sorry.
But I didn't see enough of the movies at all. But I tell you, I thought the tribute part, the in memoriam, they did it really well because you had some big ones. I mean, Diane Keaton, Rob Reiner, and Robert Redford. Those are big, iconic names. Those are Hollywood.
What about the woman from
and O'Hara,
yeah,
Catherine
Catherine
O'Hara.
O'Hara.
So there was 4. Excuse me, I forgot her. There was 4. What they did was instead of rolling through it, when they got to that person, they had actually someone speak. Billy Crystal did a great job when they were discussing Rob Reiner. And the funny thing is, so stupid. He's talking about Rob Reiner, and they're putting up movies he directed, and I was this guy. Oh, I forgot he did that one. Oh, he did that one too.
There
I
it is.
forgot he did. Like, you completely just forget all these different things they did, and it just plus Robert Redford. And even though, listen, I read some things online. Oh, Barbara Streisand, she doesn't look good. First of all, Barbara Streisand's 107 years old. Okay,
Yeah,
and
she's
she
pretty much
shows
hanging
up-
up by strings at this point.
Yes, and listen, like Barbara Streisand on paper is like the LeBron James Jordan of singers, okay? And she's older, and when you get older, you can't sing the way you used to. And only reason why she doesn't sing anymore publicly, she decided to just sing a few bars from the Way We Were, and I think it's awesome. It was a love tribute to him.
Well, nobody like talks shit about it, right?
Now, some people say, "Oh, they should." She was like, "They should have just used a recorded version."
Come on, let the fucking lady live. She's a legend. Jesus Christ,
a legend. Barbara's Babs. Come on, she even made a joke about Babs with Robert Redford. No one's allowed to call her Babs except Robert Redford called her Babs all the time. He used to piss her off. That's what she said. But I thought that was the best part of the whole show. I didn't see the movie Sinners, nor did I see one battle after another. I didn't see anything like that. I thought Conan O'Brien did a decent job. That's an impossible job to do. But listen, yeah, I get weird on any of these award shows. I always get like, oh, I'm so far away from that, And
well,
but
you
listen,
know what
it's
though?
still
You
the
know what, though,
Oscars.
Jimmy? You're not, because every year some random fucking movie wins the whole thing, and and that random movie can have the doorman was Jimmy, and all of a sudden you're a fucking Academy Award winner.
You think I'm gonna be in the seats there? I don't think so.
No, probably not. You'd just be at home like, hey, we won. All right, cool.
There you go. But now you know what? If I'm in a movie that gets nominated, I'll somehow My Left Foot. Oh my God. That story is classic. Artie and I mocking out the movie My Left Foot. You know what? I want you to. You know what I want you to do?
I'm not watching My Left Foot.
No. Just watch 5 minutes of it, and then think of Artie and I in the back of an apartment in the kitchen. Artie chugging Cuervo Gold. Okay, me with my little bud can. And we were mocking out the movie My Left Foot. And the guy's got 3 names. Maybe I should have 3. That's how bad it was. And then when you just go online, YouTube, watch 5 minutes, 2 minutes of it. You're going to go, oh my God. I guarantee. Listen,
you made me watch some stupid shit before.
No, I know. When I tell you, based upon the story, when I tell you, you got to watch it.
my left nut.
Anyway, but speaking of, the problem is with everyone at the Oscars complained about how the people left garbage in the aisles. You see that?
No, you know what I heard? I heard that the red carpet was filthy.
And that's right. And you know what?
It's like it writes itself,
Dave?
You jerk off.
You know what they should have done, Dave? The Academy Awards, I like to thank the Academy for hiring Oxy Magic USA.
And I heard this guy was there.
I'm Brian from Oxy Magic, and I'm cleaning your filthy carpets.
Should be I think that's how the Oscars should have ended. Go to oxymagicusa.com, OXY magicusa.com. They are the best carpet cleaning people in the world. They're great. They're good for me. They were good for Dave. They cleaned up my carpets.
Brian just bought tickets for War on the Shore, by the way.
There you go. We're going to talk more about that in a second. So go to Oxy
Tyson,
Magic
we'll get into
USA.
that in a second. Shit, we're out of time here, but yeah.
Well, I guess we got to talk about the NCAA tournament.
Do we?
Yeah.
On Selection Sunday. Is that today? Is that this week?
Yesterday is the tournament set.
Say what? Oh shit!
Wait a minute, time out. You didn't know that the tournament starts this week?
Oh my God, I'm so out of tune. Oh my God!
The tournament.
I thought for sure Selection Sunday was his Sunday. I was just at my dad's. We usually
it's
know
not
when
like,
these
you
things
know
are
what?
happening.
You're right. It's not like the NCAA tournament's really not that.
No, it's the
popular.
greatest thing
I mean,
ever.
you know,
But I'm saying, like,
you watch. I guess you were watching the WNBA.
no, I was watching fucking. When it's off season of football, my brother insists on putting on golf all the time.
Listen, I as a Rutgers fan, talk about being far away. I have a better chance of winning an Oscar than Rutgers does. Winning the national championship.
That's a very good.
The only thing I looked at it, I think I decided I'm like I have to fill out.
Give me all the one seats.
No. Listen, I'm not we're not even going to go that far. I decided to go. Here's schools I think are going to do well in the tournament. Do well. Well, what does that mean? Even I think Duke, UConn, Florida, Houston. I think Gonzaga, the 3 seed, is going to do good. I think Michigan is going to win it.
It's every year. It's the same teams every year.
And I think Purdue, for the first time in a long time, Purdue is always awesome in the regular season, and they always tank in the tournament. Always feels that way. I like their coach. I'm rooting for Purdue, Big Ten. In other NCAA news, we'll get more into it after this weekend when they narrow it down to 16. Rutgers has decided their basketball team to enter the Crown Invitational Tournament.
What the fuck is that?
It's a tournament, 8 teams in Vegas. By the way, it starts it starts April 2nd. Like, it's a bad. This is awful.
As per whose decision was that?
Okay, so I had to.
Then she's off to a fiery start. Like, what?
I had to do my shot. GPT on this one. So I was like, I just typed in, how does this crown thing work? Literally, that's what I typed in. There's 8 teams, single elimination. But here's the kicker, and this might be the reason why. There's some things that are just you can't write. Even ChatGPT knows Rutgers stinks because
like, it replies like, "Are you sure you even want to know about
this?" They wrote. They are by far the lowest ranked team in the tournament. There's 8 teams, so it's just you got to win 3 games, you win the whole thing. Rutgers has a 5% chance of winning the tournament.
Sick.
That's awful. And so wait, when there's only 8 teams, aren't your odds better than 5%? Like by math?
Yeah, by default, you should be 1 out of 8, so whatever the hell the percentage is on that. But it's so bad. They're so bad that it's like, they're not getting out of that first round. So good luck.
They open up with Creighton. And so,
Creighton. All right, so this isn't a shit tournament because we heard Creighton before.
No, you know of every school in it. They're all.
Wait, is the NIT is gone or what?
No, NIT is still there, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. If you win, whoever wins it, I think you get a little money maybe each round. It goes directly to your NIL stash. So now Rutgers has to play Creighton. ChatGPT said to me, would you like to know more about Creighton? I said, sure.
No.
And they're like, Rutgers will have to, if Rutgers doesn't slow this game down, Creighton rains threes all day. Like the matchup is so bad. And then they went, and if they win, they got to play, I don't know, like Oklahoma.
I don't like the fact that ChatGPT has a fucking personality, by the way. That scares the shit out of me.
They totally know.
My ChatGPT literally replied once, LOL.
Right.
Laughing at me. Like, what the fuck are you?
Mine said stuff like, "Well, you've asked about Rutgers before," and like so they like, "How do you know? Aren't I talking to a different guy behind the computer?"
No, you're not. That's what it is. Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, which I
gotta say, man. Some people got on my ass. Well, you said like the show's gonna be an AI. I feel like at this point now, it just like anything else. Technology booms. That's where we're at. So like people got to start because you know what it is. A lot of graphic designers and a lot of guys they're losing work over this shit, right? And I get it, but like if I want something to the T, to a detailed, perfect thing that I know the person who I know is I've trusted with my work, I'm gonna go to him over fucking ChatGPT all the time.
But see,
but it helps.
But the
workflow,
the guy you trust, he's using AI. I mean,
probably, and you know what? Well, then that's another problem because then that you're paying him, and I'm already paying ChatGPT. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. I just feel like there's too many people complaining about it, but not people learning it.
One thing about me, if I was around when people were discussing whether or not the earth is flat, I would have been a huge proponent sitting there, campfire on a beach somewhere going, what? Earth is round. Look straight out. I see a straight line. If that ship goes too far, it goes right over the end. And when a ship didn't come back, I'd be like, hey, what happened to that ship with all the gold coins that went out of last week? Hasn't come back. It went too
Nobody
far.
ever. That's not talked about enough. You know that line at the end. I thought, all right, so what? Was it? Well, they said the visibility is only 20 miles. Yeah. Well, where's it going?
I would have been sitting there. I would have been sitting there eating a goat bone rib off the fire, going, "Earth is round. What are you high?" Yeah. My father's a boat. I said, "Dad, you can't go out too far. You go over the edge." You know what I mean? Oh my! In fact,
ChatGPT gave me the wrong wrench size. How about that? That's funny.
That's great.
Well, it's not a mechanic.
He can get it wrong for sure.
My favorite thing is when like you put in a prompt and like like make this and make that, make this, and like the people come out and you're like, that's so fucking cool. But then you're like, but why does he have 13 fingers? You know what I mean? It's like there's always like some little nuance thing that's wrong.
Yeah, I've been dabbling in it, but some people I think they're filling out the bracket. I read something where they're going to see because AI is first of all, AI was around a year ago, but now it's like Facebook for people.
Right.
They're really seeing if AI fills out your bracket, how because I remember, listen, every year ESPN, like 7 million people fill out brackets, and one year I think I always bring this up. It was 3 or 4 years ago. There was like 11 upsets in the first like 2 rounds, and some guy who won it. He got 3 wrong the whole time. Do you know how hard that is?
Well, you know what it is, though? You also have to take in consideration how many brackets this guy's filled out. So he could be one of those nerds that's like, what's the probability of all this shit, right? And you just...
Dave, there was so many...
I know, it's ridiculous.
Like the 1 seed was bounced in the second round. It's like I think I got 3 wrong. It's like, oh my God. But they're saying, let's see how AI does,
Yeah, I put in AI. It's so funny. I put in like when the Cowboys win their next Super Bowl in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just said LOL. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh really? You want to go there, Chat? I'll beat the shit out of you.
So funny. In other news, now we can again, happy St. Patty's Day to all. I hope you guys please drink in moderation until you get home and get
rich. And once you're done getting drunk, check out see who's DTF. Little segue.
There you go. Well, before we do that, let's talk about your hat. You did your now. You are the Tommy Plinio friend of mine. If he's listening, he's laughing. Like the World Baseball Classic, which you spent about 8 seconds thinking about. All of a sudden, the U.S. wins 1 game, and who's doing a video for your studio? And you got the USA hat on. Like,
well, first of all,
do you order? What is your budget for hats? You must order at least 10 grand a year in hats.
Well, I get 1 new. I used to get. Was this year? Well, obviously, spring hasn't started yet. I usually get 1 new fitted Yankees, like a normal blue with interlocking and white. That's standard hat for the last.
You get a new one every year.
Yeah. Because I sweat like a fucking banshee, so you start getting the white marks and shit, and like I don't know. It's just been a tradition that I had with my best friend passed away, and I said, no, I'm going to keep doing it. Say something now. Say something now, Jimmy.
Well, you didn't set it up that way.
Yeah.
Well, I know you have at least $5,000 worth of horrific cowboy wear, or / White Castle.
This hat to me is multi-purpose. Yes, is it the WBC hat? Yes, but it's also I like my country. Like I don't know why is that a big deal. No, yeah, this scumbag. Why is he like this?
Yeah, but it's like
it's like I walk around the gym with a shirt that says "freedom" on it, and people are like,
my buddy,
racist. I'm like,
my buddy Tommy was classic for it. Never watching hockey, and if the Vancouver Canucks wanted to say he'd have a Vancouver hat on.
Well, that's one thing I won't ever do. And you know what? I have a hard time with like colors. So for me to even have red in my hat is like something fierce because I won't even wear a Knicks hat with orange in it because I'm like orange doesn't go with anything that I ever wear. So it's like it's weird.
Well, so you have to start getting used to scarlet red. Because the scarlet.
Actually, you know what? I went to the gift shop. I guess last year sometime, and their hat selection blows. So like, let's get some better.
Well, now we're with Nike, so
it's even worse, bro. Like, let's get some new era fucking Rutgers hats. Let's go.
Well, they signed. Well, New Era's not writing checks out to you.
No, I know. I'm just saying. They like just if
all of a sudden Nike hats aren't good enough for Dave.
Where do I get my hats? I go to Lids. Lids is my place.
All right. Well, in other news, let's talk about DTF St. Louis. Did you watch it last night?
I did. Am I caught up? Yeah. There's only 3 episodes. 3 episodes in, right? Yeah.
I tell you why I love. Just my new thing. I love this show just like I like the chair show. I have no idea where this is going. I
Zero.
watch it with like amazement. First of all, I'm in love with Linda Cardinelli. I wanna like take
The
her out
umpire?
to dinner. Yeah, the umpires. I think she's that's another thing. And she
Bro.
looks so awkward in it. I love
Bro.
it.
The foot.
How about the scene?
His
but the
fetish of wanting to be
Oh, God.
dominated, dude.
I
Like
know.
it's like they're in the fucking air.
I know.
She's the one. Like
I know. It's like,
and then like my wife was like, like, can you do that? And I was like,
I
well,
know,
there's
that-
probably a way. And then I'm like,
I mean, to me, it was strap-on day here at Jay. I was
no, I don't think it's like that. I think it's
but he just like, but so you,
bro. How about the fact that she's just sitting on his face?
I know. I love, and she's talking to him about politics or whatever. It's like he's like,
Yeah, the Dow's down 6 points, and he's like, I
And
can't
then-
believe that.
my favorite, one of my
funny, dude.
favorite lines of the show. To see if you picked up on this, he's talking the whole time, and he's revealing some really intimate things about his life. And all of a sudden, they bring up this key, right? And he's like, I don't want to talk anymore. I want to learn. And the older guy, the detective, goes, really? You're not going to talk now? You've told us. By the way, it's
That's the
Academy
dad from
Award.
Step Brothers,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the way.
He's like, you've told us some. He's like, you told us all that. Now you don't want to talk about the key? What are you, nuts?
Dude,
Oh,
that
my
and
God.
the guy
And how
from
good is the actor? I don't
Stranger Things guy, the Stranger Things dad. I can't remember his name.
How great is he? He's
Bro.
always so happy. And,
Bro, when he said, yeah, I bought my son dancing lessons. He didn't want to go, so I took him. I was like, wait.
my God.
So
And then
he's in like beginner hip hop
I
and
know.
shit. It's like his fucking
And then-
belly shirt. I'm like, oh my God.
I love the way Jason
Such an
Bateman's
awkward
like,
shirt. It's
and
such an awkward fucking show,
yeah,
man.
and Jason Bateman's like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, like he's got that calm demeanor.
Bro,
like,
what about him adjusting his swing set? So like
Oh,
every
my
time he goes up, he sees the chick next door.
oh my God, it's so fun. I think listen, I can't
If you haven't
get
watched the
enough
show of people that are watching this, there's only 3 episodes in. I think they're like 40-minute
they're
episodes.
30
Go
minutes.
do them.
I can see though how some
the go-getter.
I can see how some people just don't like this show. But
I love Bateman, so I knew he was going to deliver.
yeah, so do I. And he was in that other show that I loved,
Ozark.
Ozark.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
He's
the other
amazing.
show I started watching, Rooster. Have you started watching that?
Yeah, I watched that too.
It's another show that's much. By the way, Rooster and DTF could not be any they're
Opposite sides of the
totally
spectrum, yeah.
However, it's another one of those shows where you're like, where is this? Because like it's all shits and giggles now, comedy.
Mhm.
But I think it's a lot of these shows have that little dark turn.
Mhm.
I think Steve Carell is really. Have you noticed he shouts out those inappropriate things like it's part of his character, which
Mhm.
some of them are funny if you ask
Mhm.
me. But
I'm definitely enjoying the other one a little bit more than Rooster, but
Yeah,
Rooster
well,
is definitely interesting as well.
First of all, I watch them back to back, and they're
Same.
two different.
Yeah.
It's so I usually watch Rooster after because it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
You watch it.
You come down from that other whatever the hell that is, then you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck did I just watch?
I know. And people, what's funny about perfect example. Someone said to me, "Oh well, Beer League, that movie. Wow, that was really." I'm like, I think DTF is. I'd rather have your kids watch Beer League than DTF. I think DTF has that subtle, creepy.
No, yeah, that's
sex.
some
I don't know if you
weird-
know what I mean. Like I always tell people, well, in Beer League, they say we're going to a bachelor party, and the next thing you see is a girl on a pole at a bachelor party. Whereas DTF, Jason Bateman's having a yogurt, a frozen yogurt, and next thing you know, a girl is putting her.
I definitely
yelled.
I definitely yelled that when I was at the bachelor party 2 weeks ago. We were at a bar. Nobody had this, by the way. It's not like a real thing, but I was just like, I yelled across the bar, like, hey, black guy, let me get some of that Coke.
Listen, you can also yell out Pete Lecoq, which
That's very good.
oh my God, so funny. So yeah, those two shows are just
Very good.
Also I got to give a shout out to this guy Levi, who is he's part of our writers room with Beer League.
Jeans?
He did an awesome job of giving us notes on all the scripts, and I'm really excited about it. He really gave
We're moving forward or what? What's the deal?
Oh, for sure. This week we should. I'm hoping by Friday we are actually done with the third draft of everything.
Any feedback on Natalie?
No, we're all good there.
Okay,
Natalie,
good.
excuse me, a person in the movie
Oh,
in our
sorry.
TV show, she was okay with it, and
I showed my wife the clip. I was like, yeah, Jimmy thought that this was a good idea. And I just showed her a clip. She goes, he didn't read the email? And I was like, he read the email like
I
three
read
times. I was like, you got it wrong 3 times.
She didn't care. She was okay. She said,
All right,
just
cool.
don't do the clip. But yeah, we're gonna have to. She's got twins, so we have to incorporate that plot line into it. So we're looking forward to that. But just a shout out to Levi and Gianni, another writer. We're gonna have a writer's room, which is important. And when we shoot, they'll all be there. So that is that. Well, that's it here, Shay. Oh wait, and don't forget, if you can't listen, if your carpets are shitty, go to Oxy Magic. If your eyes are lousy, you gotta go to Absolute Eyewear here, 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey. 42 Main Street, 732-326-3937 here. Go talk to Craig and Janine, full service opticians. They got everything over there. Ray-Ban, Coach, Ralph Lauren, Jimmy Choo, Silhouette, Michael Kors, Vogue, glasses for every budget. They got them. Go talk to Craig. He's always in there being Craig, the all-time.
He's the only one in there.
All-time, yeah. It's possible Janine doesn't even work there anymore. Craig is freaking out of there. She'll definitely text me. Now, Craig and Janine are still there for the most part.
Yeah.
Janine is home with her cat watching Yankee reruns on Yes Network while Craig is working on glasses. They've been in the business now, I guess, 21 years or something like that. Go check them out. They're really cool people. Go talk to Craig, talk about his strikeouts in Woodbridge Township softball, and he'll take care of you with the glasses.
You know what's coming up, right, Jimmy?
What's coming
Obviously, you're going to probably be playing softball at some point soon, right?
Yes.
My son starting t-ball.
I saw your little post.
It's fucking hilarious what he said to me today. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, looking back, I was like, what the fuck did you just say? It was hilarious. I was like, hey buddy, we're ready.
Is your son going to be on, like, after the first game, he's going to be on Instagram tweeting out like, they're the team. So I don't like our team. That was not the right team. That was
Listen, I was that kid. I was that kid at like 7, 8 years old, where I was like, or 6, 7, 8, whatever. Where like when you asked the manager, hey, did we other kid, did we win? No, it was a tie, right? And then like little Davey Sturgio in the corner, like, what are you talking about? We lost 12-2. We got shellacked. Our pitching stinks. It's like, wait a minute. No, it was a tie. I was like, it was not fucking tie.
I love it. No, the key-ball thing is a riot. But you know what? You know what's funny though? Listen. You're in for a little daddy By the way, you still didn't buy the book, which I told you to buy. And
why buy the book? You sent me all the fucking clips.
I thought
about the other day. I'm like, you know what? Not for nothing, but he sends me all the good ones. So am I really gonna buy this thing?
But you're in for another parenting thing coming very soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna coach.
I'll tell you what it is. Like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. When you realize, oh wow, my kid stinks. Like,
no. If he stinks, I'm gonna quietly take him to another sport. And that's all. It's just like, I'm not gonna say anything like that.
I'm just saying that's the worst feeling.
Or it's the other way. Or it's the other way. Meaning, like, my daughter is elite at dance and gymnastics and shit, and all of a sudden, guess what? Hey, Dave, what are you doing on May 2nd, 3rd, 4th? Because we got to go to Crystal Springs for a competition. I said, what the fuck is going on here?
I know.
Yeah, Daddy, guess what? I got my 7th solo. I'm like, great.
You think it's bad with your daughter? I know you pompous ass. You're gonna be, if your son is starting to rip balls down the line. Which, by the way, you'll have your camera out.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be on whatever the scout websites are nowadays. He'll be the first one on.
Do you play catch with him in the yard?
I mean, it's 30 degrees out, but yeah, I mean, like, of course. I mean, my dad bought him his first glove. Like, he's got it all. Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get a little eye black and shit. Yeah.
Because I might tell Miles that it's possible that Jimmy Palumbo Show may say he stinks. So we can't have that on your goal is to not.
See, Sam, I'm on the fence, man. I just like, while that is the dream when I'm coming up and I'm like, I can't wait to have a son so I can coach him. It really does, like, kind of, I've seen it too many times where the dads ruin the experience because they're temperamental. You know what I mean? And like, for me, I know how I am. I'm competitive.
Let me tell you something.
I get nervous. Like, if I got to go out there and somebody like talk shit about my son, I'm gonna fucking punch somebody in the head.
No, it's
I mean?
you'll be. I think you'll be okay with that. But here's what happens though: when your kids are active,
You're telling me, Will.
you got a husband and wife. Your wife early on, your wife, because of with the changing in the dressing rooms, if your daughter continues to dance like my daughter did, it's a little bit of a drag because you're not allowed. Like I know you're very capable of taking care of your daughter since day one with everything. But when you go to dance, you're not allowed past these certain points. You know what I mean? And so, yet your daughter's young. So if there's a day where you have to take your daughter to a dance competition when she's just young, it's a real pain in the ass because you're not allowed past a certain point. And so what'll happen is a lot of guys I don't see a lot, they're at their son's Little League game. So you'll be at
a split squad. Yeah.
You have to. And plus in the beginning, you're not allowed. And I remember I got frustrated. I'm like, can someone go in? Then I got to know a mom and I'm like, can you just make sure my daughter's all right? Like she leave lipstick in the car, all these little dumb things. You're not allowed to, then you look like the creepy guy. You're like, no, I don't want to go back there. I can't go back there. But I want to make sure she's okay. And you'll be that way. It's a pain in the ass. But once they get older, then they're like, Dad, you don't need, I got it. Like, nobody wants you.
Listen, I mean, my daughter's 6 and she's already like, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm like, what? I was just scrubbing your little tuchus the other day. What are you talking about? I'm good. I'm going to take a shower. And can you close the door for privacy? I said, what? What?
I know. It's crazy.
Where did you go? Like, what happened?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have to watch. You are a prime candidate for being a Little League dad asshole. No question about
Jesus
it.
Christ. Well, that's or it's the other again, like my buddy Chris Payne, who runs Fight Factory Wrestling with me. His son is a triathlete, maybe even quad athlete, like football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, and he's very good at all of it. So it's like, dude, like. There's been so many times like, hey, man, Chris, we got to do the practice. I got to get. I'm like, boy, oh boy. And then the dad gets into it, living vicariously through his son. And all of a sudden, he's got the nicest helmet, face mask, visor in the game. It's like,
listen,
that's going to be me.
You'll be that guy. The only thing is with football, I don't know if it was the last time you went to a football practice, man. There's something about these. My nephews were into it for a little bit. And they went to a couple of practices. And there's something about hearing that cracking of the helmet. It's just something. I know you love football.
That's also called music.
I know. You know what though, Dave? It's not.
Listen, somebody cracks my son once and he goes down and his lights go out for a minute. He's like, you know what? He'll be the one with the fucking the shell. Or the shells that they wear now. Like, you wear that. You wear that.
Listen, I've talked to dads. They're like, yeah, I was all into it. Then all of a sudden, like that noise, my son was. He's like,
Miles is coming across the middle. He got fucking cracked. It's like,
and Miles is all state in lacrosse here. Why? Because his dad saw him get hit in the head.
And Miles returns to the blue tent for protocol. It's like,
it's weird. Right. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely have to be the guy that lays back a little bit. Anyway, all right. Absolute eyewear. Love you. Jimmy Palumbo Show number 260. And we will see you next week with a very special guest.
Yeah, maybe the magician. Good night, everybody.